back to my garden in zone 8B. Again, I would like to thank to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers, all of your support to my channel and all your messages. It's always so wonderful to read them. I wanted to first let you know that some of our viewers are saying that they don't get notifications when the videos are going out. So do me a big favor and please click on your notifications so you will be notified when the videos go out for you to see. Anyway, today I'm working in a back garden pretty much all day. I've done nothing than watering because we are kind of getting into that warmer time of the year where most of my time is just going to keep everything alive. And I did spend some time weeding because I did pretty much one set of weeding earlier in the season, but now starting to come out again like slowly, so I just need to get on top of it again so it doesn't get really out of control. It's really important. Faster you can get after it, sooner then you don't have a bigger problems and it just takes lesser time. But with the heat sometimes and watering so many hours, it just gets tiring for me, so I just go and try to get some rest when it's really hot. Anyway, today I'm doing planting video again. I have a couple of things that I want to plant. So first, there is a new another new addition to my Japanese maple collection. This is a strawberry spring Japanese maple, which I am so excited because I've been looking forward to having this tree for a very long time. So it's going to go into my back garden. And for any of you guys are new to my channel, this is our back area of the garden, and this area here is just newly developing. And so you can see I've been basically clearing out grass, and I actually went after it pretty hard right out there. I cleared out quite a bit. So what I'm trying to do is basically remove where the hard parts are, like the hills are really difficult to be on, and try to remove the chunks of grass. So I was able to bring it down quite a bit. But you can see like I have this big chunk that I have to go after, and then there is a couple of areas that I still have to bring closer, but then my line is like right about here. And so as I start bringing everything down, then what I'll do is just go with one strip like this and just remove that short strip here, which would be a so much easier job than just trying to be on a hill and to remove the grass. But I feel like I'm getting some progress here. And this area is also kind of a really strange area because it's a hillside, and I don't have resources right now to bring lots of boulders and things like that. This is a really I'm a home gardener, and I love just gardening in my own, as for affordability. Later down the road, if I can and I can afford more, then I can probably make some amendments and we can do some editing. We can change landscape, we can change things around. But for right now, what I'm kind of going for is, as I start removing these big chunks of grass, you can see I'm adding on this side. You can probably see here because right here it's more vivid because I've been working on this area. As I'm removing, I've been keep dumping it here upside down because I want the roots to die in the sun. I don't want them to be, so I've been kind of turning it upside down, letting it die. And then eventually all this will become compost, right? Because it's going to start dying. In this area, I will do probably no dig garden because what I need these hills to be filled and be a little more softer going down because it would be easier to plant. So I don't want really steep hills. So I'm just basically, everything I remove, I'm just keep adding it here, and I have to do more here. But I'm like, I really like it. I like how softer the hills are, which is really nice. What I will do after I am finished to put here as much as I can, what I'll do is I will put cardboards down basically and do no dig garden with a bunch of compost and let everything die out. I need to be a little patient. This is why I don't like too much of the no dig gardens, because it really does require patience, and I'm working on it. Not my strongest side, but I really like, I want to go after it. I want to get it done. So for me, waiting is just really hard. But this area, I kind of have to make myself just stay back and not buy plants to plant or anything, because I need to really stay grounded and just keep adding and adding and adding, because I want to make sure everything dies, everything to be composted before I can start adding plants here. And then you can see this area, I kind of left it open, because what we will do is hopefully build a stairs to go down to the other side of the garden, the other tier, which would be really, really fun. So anyway, earlier this season, I was able to purchase emerald green, Arborvitae, Tuya, emerald green, and it was such a good price, and I knew I wanted something evergreen here. I purchased three, and anyway, and it's been sitting on my terrace for a longest time. I really need to get them into the ground, because I think they're root bounded. Actually, they've been in a container for quite some time, and with the heat coming up, I just really don't want them to stay in a container. I need to get them into the ground. So there is three tuyas that I'm going to plant right here, just for a nice vertical effect. And I'm not intended to let it go really, really high, because that's not what I want it to look like in this landscape. I kind of like to stay really, really narrow, and basically maybe, I don't know, 5 foot to 6 foot, maybe 8 foot tall kind of thing. So I'll try to keep it in that height. And you can see I clipped it really well. So every year I'm just going to have to clip it, make sure it doesn't get, really too wide, because that's not what I want. But I do want this evergreen structure here. So that's what we are going to do. And then next thing that I'm going to plant today is peony. This is a herbaceous peony, beautiful variety peony, which I'm really, really excited. This peony called the top brass, and we will George will pop that picture on the screen for you so you can see it. And I think we had a viewer, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it was Jasmine, let me know if I'm wrong, but I think she was asking if I could plant a peony so she can see like a herbaceous peony. So anyway, here we go. I have one. I'm really excited to plant another herbaceous peony right here somewhere. So I have to find a spot. I'm not really sure where. Maybe somewhere up there, or maybe somewhere here or there. Not sure. Anyway, and look how much it's grown already. I'm so excited. So anyway, this is a really pretty variety. I'm very excited. And most of the herbaceous peonies I like to cut. They're just so gorgeous in the vases that I don't almost let them flop or anything like that. I usually just cut them and make arrangements with them. I really enjoy them a lot during this season. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get this planted. I might have to bring a little more soil from here to fill up this area, because here is kind of sloping a little bit. I'm sure I will need, removing the grass, which is about that thick. I probably need a little more soil because I don't have any in hand right now, but they will really benefit going into the ground until I can get some more. So anyway, that's what's going on. Let's just get this done. Let's start with the peony. So for the peonies, herbaceous peonies or intersectional peonies, for the Ito peonies, in the warmer zones, it is not recommended to plant them very deep, because in the warmer zones they will grow, but they will not flower for you. So it is recommended to plant, maybe like I will have it covered maybe right here. Okay, so for the peony, so for the herbaceous peonies and for the Ito peonies, they need, for the higher zones, warmer zones like mine at 8B, they need to be planted not very deep. So I will probably have it covered all the way right here. So barely covers this small eye right there. But for the, and I also forgot to mention that this is a bare root peony, right? So you can buy them either in a container, it's already pre-grown, or you can purchase just like I did, a bare rooted plant. But I mean, you can see it's already really strongly growing, very strong roots, looking really, really healthy, which is very nice. So for the tree peonies, however, tree peonies needs to be planted really deep. The reason why is because tree peonies are actually grafted on a rootstock of a different peony. And if you are not going to plant them very deep enough, then the suckers will come out and then eventually will take over. You constantly have to keep cutting the suckers. So in order to prevent that, you just need to be planting it really, really good amount inside of the soil. And so pretty deep. So intersectional peonies and for the herbaceous peonies, in these higher, warmer zones, not very deep. Tree peonies, deep. So anyway, hope this makes any sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But anyway, I'm really excited to plant this, and I'll show you how to plant this, because I think one of the viewers was asking me to plant a herbaceous peony. I think I want to plant it right here. Okay, so and that's it. Now this is not the best of the example where to plant, because I'm planting it on a hill, which makes it really difficult. So I'm still trying to figure it out how to plant everything up on a hill. But I'm hoping that all the plants will eventually become a structure to hold each other, because I really am planning to plant really thickly on this hill. Should be really, really nice. And so hopefully as I start working this hill, it will get softer and softer and softer, and hopefully, you know, we'll bring more soil as we go. So that's kind of the plan. But honestly, this peony will be just fine. It would have been easier if it was a flatter place, obviously, but it will be gorgeous, because look what we did last time. In one of my previous videos, we planted intersectional peony here, which is the Ito peony blueberry lemonade, and it actually bloomed. Look at this, isn't that crazy? It actually bloomed, and it was bare root when we planted together, and look, it's doing really, really great. And I basically did the similar thing here. So as I start planting, hopefully they will all become their own support. So that's the plan anyway, because really, I mean, it's really hard to work with certain landscapes, you know, when you don't have a really big budget to do fancy things. So anyway, but that's kind of how we need to plant peonies. And then basically all I need to do is just make sure it's watered really well. But right now, let's go ahead and plant my strawberries, strawberry spring Japanese maple, which is really cool. Okay. Okay. So there is that. Next thing we need to do, plant our emerald green Arborvitae. The other two I've already planted. You can see, look how nice they look. I do need to get more soil to fill up, to bring it, to make it a little more fuller and plant a little more proper. And I did bring some from this other side and filled in where they are going to be okay until we get some soil here, maybe tomorrow or whatever. So they should be fine. But anyway, look how nice they look. Isn't that so nice? I think evergreens are so beautiful, I think. and it's so important in a garden. I absolutely love it. And they kind of bring formality a little bit, and I love that. I love mixing the formality with the casual, or more of a cottage look, which would be really pretty. I love the formal elements in the garden. So okay, so we went ahead and planted all the Arborvitaes, and honestly, they were very, very root bounded. They've been in a container since a few months, and but they are okay. So what I did is just went ahead and teased all the roots a little bit, and they should be really, really fine. Should do really well. So shouldn't be any problems. Um, so basically, this is it for today. Okay, so everything is planted. I think Arborvitaes will do really well. The roots were a little root bounded, so I went ahead and teased it a little bit, so they should be just fine. Anyway, I think this is it. I just need to bring my hose and water them really well. Do another one more watering here, and then that would be the end of today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked my videos, please don't forget to subscribe them. Have a great day. Click on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.